Hello again, fellow beer lovers. Jeff the Beer Boss coming at you from Elk River, Minnesota at the very newest brew pub open here in Minnesota. It's Aegir Brewing. Aegir Brewing, named after the Norse god, or from Norse mythology, the brewer to the gods. Now that's got a good ring to it. Brewer to the gods. Aegir. It's spelled A-E-G-E-R, or I-R. Show you one of their pint glasses. Or if you want to see a little more of a color image from one of their koozies. Pretty cool stuff. So I was talking with Tim Jones, that he's the co-owner, his brother is the brewmaster, and he was saying, I said, well, what's the connection with Norse mythology? And I said, are you guys like Norwegian or something? And he said, no, it's just that they're big Minnesota Vikings fans, and they just wanted to tie that in. And they're from the area, and so right now they're doing small batches, and they're building up from there. And I'll tell you what, it's the freshest beer you can get. As you know, the freshest beer you can get is at a brew pub anyway, but with a small operation like this, it is so fresh and so delicious. They have 2 beers on tap right now, and they've got an IPA and a porter. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you about, I'm going to check out this IPA. I'm sitting here with my drinking buddy Andrew, and you got a picture of the info on the Aegir IPA. It says, actually I won't read it yet, I'm going to taste it first, alright? So if you take a look, it's full-bodied. It's not translucent. There's plenty of body to it, plenty of particulate. Looks like a whole lot of carbonation as well. It'd be interesting to know whether that's natural carbonation or if they actually added artificial carbonation. It's got a nice full head, foamy head. And the color maybe somewhere between an apple cider and an apple juice. Very fruity bouquet. Can't exactly place what fruit it would be. It's very floral. That's the term that Andrew used when he took a sip. So fresh, you know. It's very it's sweet. You can taste a little bit of citrus, but definitely what gets you when you take the first whiff, you can tell by the fruity bouquet that it's very definitely dry hopped with something other than citra hops. Wow, that's delicious. I'd put this on a par with a couple of my favorite beers, my favorite IPAs, like a Deschutes or an Indeed Let It Ride. Very fruity, and it's not overly citrusy like maybe most IPAs. So if you generally aren't an IPA fan, you might be surprised. You drink some of this, you might actually like it. Andrew, what did you think about that IPA?
It's delicious. Definitely one of my favorites.
Andrew says it's one of his favorites, and let's see what are they calling this IPA anyway. Okay, Andrew's going to give us the info. Give us the 411. You go ahead and keep it. What's the name of this one?
Aegir IPA.
It's the Aegir IPA. What's the ABV? The alcohol by volume?
7.2.
7.2%. So pretty strong stuff. But I'll tell you, I got to hand it to them. The the flavor that's coming through from the hops that they use prevents the higher alcohol from making it just taste like ether, you know. The alcohol flavor isn't what hit me. So, what else did it say about what they put into it?
You got a bit of Chinook, a bit of Citra, Falconer's Flight Hops, fermented with some California ale.
Okay.
Hints of citrus fruits, hits of citrus fruit and pine.
And pine. Yeah, the pine would be from the Citra. But they dry hopped it with, what was the last item that they mentioned?
Falconer's Flight Hops.
Falconer's Flight Hops. And Tim actually told us that the yeast that they use is California yeast. So anyway, we can go ahead and clear the palate with a little bit of this water, which they've got labeled here as gluten-free beer. It's kind of nice. I've never been to a brew pub where they have a barrel of beer on tap. I mean, a barrel of water on tap, so you can clear your palate. Also comes in handy for your designated drivers. All right, so this is the what's the name of this one? It's a
All
porter?
Fathers Porter.
All Fathers? All Fathers Porter. All right, tell me nothing more. Fairly shallow head on that, but I don't remember whether it had more on it when they just poured it. And like most porters and stouts, it's almost opaque, almost black. You can smell the malt, of course, which is always going to be the case. See if I can catch any notes. I don't know, maybe a hint of raisin, but what were your impressions, Andrew? Wow, you know what? Up until just a second ago, I didn't catch it, but in the finish of the beer, it just hit me with some strong chocolate, and I didn't have that before. You actually had said that you got some coffee notes when you drank it, right?
Got a bit of coffee notes with it when I tasted it, yeah.
What do you think of this beer?
As far as porters goes, there's others that I'd personally probably try to choose from, but if I'm going to do a brew pub for some fresh beer, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. It's pretty smooth, got some solid flavor to it. A little bit of coffee in it.
Okay, yeah, the mouthfeel is definitely carbonated, but there's also the smoothness that you normally get from a porter. I'll tell you what, you guys, Tim and his brother have really done the region a service by opening up this brew pub here in Elk River. It really fills a gap, fills a void. There was almost nothing. You'd have to drive at least 15 minutes in any direction to be able to visit a brew pub, and now they've filled that void. So for people in the upper in the northern part of the Twin Cities and exurbs, definitely this is going to be a mecca. And by all accounts, looking at how well they're doing, only 5 or 6 weeks into it, they're likely to grow. So come on out and help them grow, and enjoy the Minnesota beer renaissance here in the northern suburbs. All right, until next time, cheers.